What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another subscriber requested course for you. Real quick before we get started, as of the making of this video, this is the last subscriber requested course or suggestion, recommendation, whatever you want to call it. This is the last one that I have on the list, so if you guys are watching this, let me know in the comments if you have anything else you'd like to see. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going with the PGA Tour schedule, the top 59 hole courses, and then maybe find a couple more lists to keep playing rounds back here. But if you'd like to see me play some courses that are maybe near you or something that you would just like to see on the channel, let me know in the comments. I would appreciate it. But as of today, we are playing, I'm going to butcher both the name and the location of this, but I looked up a Google pronunciation of it. I don't know if it's going to be right, but we are playing Isle Auxiliary Cerfs Golf Club in Trou d'Eau Maritis. This is courtesy of the YouTuber by the name of Handsome Devil, so shout out to you. There were two options for the course. There was this one, which has men's and women's tees, and then there was a tournament 18. And considering this was just a subscriber requested course, I opted for the just regular course on this one. So men's and women's tees, we're obviously playing the men's. Should be a little bit easier than the tournament, I would assume. I haven't played in a couple days, so I figured kind of get my feet wet, get back into the swing of things here with a somewhat easier course between the two. But Garmin Approach R10 has the launch monitor, Country Club Elite mat. Still sticking with these Callaway super fast balls with the neon colors and the matte, almost sticky finish. Seems to help with the spin numbers. Some 10x7 nets, home tee hero that you're seeing, and I think this is the fourth round now with basically the artificial turf tiles. Basically just a DIY makeshift budget stance mat, which I know it doesn't look the prettiest on camera, but it does help. It's not as, it's a little more stable underneath my feet versus just the plain mulch. The mulch wasn't bad, obviously better than the dirt that we had at the beginning of the channel, but for now I think this will do. Helps me kind of stay stable. I don't have to keep messing with the dirt, especially on the driver and the long irons where my swing speed's a little bit quicker. My feet sometimes slipped out, but that should fix it somewhat. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna double check the, as you can tell by the vest, it's a little bit cooler here today, and the days keep getting shorter and shorter here in New England. So I'm out here a little bit earlier than I usually would. The camera is the only thing right now in the sun. Hopefully it doesn't overheat and shut down, but I'm gonna check periodically throughout this round to make sure that doesn't happen. But it kind of is what it is. If that's the case, I might just have to restart it, or you might miss a hole or two if I don't catch it soon enough. But first hole, we got a par 4. 409 yards. It's aiming us 263. Should have enough room to clear that water there. It's about where we're going to aim. So far so good with the camera. First driver swing of the day, and the past few days. I think it's been close to a week. I'm not sure exactly when the last time I played was, but like usual, I just hit some 9 irons out here to get the alignment correct on the R10. So first driver swing should always be interesting. See if we can get off to a decent start here. That was actually hit decent. Started pretty straight. It's going to turn over a little bit to the left. Would like to start that a little more right, but it is what it is. 287, we'll take that off the first tee. Alright, we've got 122 left. We're just in the fairway, so that will help with the stats, and we don't have a reduction in power like we would in the rough. So 122 down 2, we got 120. We're gonna go soft pitching wedge. Choke down about an inch or so here on this. Pulled it left. It might be short as well. Hit underneath it. Not too bad distance wise, but I definitely pulled it left. Alright, 14 yards left. And we're in the rough, so we'll add another 1 or 2, so we need 15, 16 yards here. I'm going to go 60 degree. Hit underneath that one as well, but that should be on the green. +1 should be a par to start it off, and it is. Alright, second hole, par 4. I already know my beard's gonna get all jacked up from this vest, so if I start looking goofy halfway through this round because the vest is pushing my beard all over the place, please forgive me. Don't roast me too bad in the comments. So we're gonna go right about here. I'm a little bit worried about these trees on the left, but if we start it maybe right about there should be alright, and hopefully turn it over a little bit to the left. Good news is, with not playing in a few days, the back is definitely more towards 100%, but the consistency starts to drop when you don't play, so it's always a give and a take. But see if we can mirror that first tee shot, get something decent out there. That was a little higher on the club face and I pushed it right. Hopefully it comes back. I don't think it is. All right, we are under this tree, so I think we got 92 yards. Another 10%, we'll call that 10 yards. We're right around 100, 102-ish. Do I want to do a bump and run to the left side of this tree? All right, we're gonna go basically a 100-yard shot with a pitching wedge. If we catch the tree, we catch the tree. I don't think I put enough on it. $20 yards left. No reduction, so we're gonna go 60 degree. Caught it fat again. It's not gonna be bad. It was straight, but not exactly the shot I was looking for. I'm hoping kind of get the cobwebs off of this front 9 and then start to play some better golf on the back. That's 2 decent chip shots though. We got lucky, but all right, third hole, par 3. Oh boy, a bunch of water. We got water in front. We definitely got water left and right and behind. This is gonna be a tough shot. Better off to be a little bit shorter than long here, but short's that bunker and the trap, so, or in the water rather. So 181. It's gonna be 7 iron if I can hit it good. Usually on course, 180 is a stock 7, so we'll see what happens. That might be in the water. That was super thin and left. At least we're dry. Another couple yards, we actually would have been on the green there, but not the best swing. 15 yards, plus we're in the rough, so we'll call it another 1 or 2, so we need 16, 17 yards. Hopefully put this in that inner circle, scrape out another par. If not, we're looking at a bogey here. That was a little bit better, more of what I was trying to do before with the 60. Came up a little bit long by the looks of it. Oh, we got the +1 though. All right. Fourth hole, par 5. Ooh. I think I'm happy with my choice of just this regular course versus the championship. I can imagine right here, even this is a tough tee shot. You got to carry it pretty much 270 to clear that water. I'd imagine from championship tee boxes. I don't know if I'd be able to make that. And Handsome Devil didn't specify, so I went with the easier of the two options on this one. Decent contact. That's going to overcook to the left. Hopefully there's room up there. Not too bad. That was a little necky. Kind of low on the club face off the heel, but 268 will take it. By the looks of these first few holes, this could be a tricky course with this water all over the place. Alright, 281 left. We got this like a little pond puddle thing right there in the middle. Hopefully we don't catch that, but we're going to aim there, and I'm going to rip the 3 hybrid, and hopefully we don't put it into that water up there. Not sure I've ever seen a little puddle like that. If you guys see right in front of that, where I'm aiming with the yellow dot, it looks like, literally, it's not even, can't even call that a pond, it looks like a puddle. I've never seen that, so our luck will go right into it, but hopefully we go either just left or right of it or around it. Pulled it left. Hopefully it comes back a little. Usually it does with those hybrids. Well, not the best shot there, but we're dry. 55 yards left. And then reduction, we're looking at 10%, so that's another 5.5. We'll call it 6. So we're at 61 yards. We're gonna go 52. I must say, as I mentioned in other videos, these tiles, there's 8 of them, and I got them for about 20 bucks on Amazon. And we had pretty much like hurricane level rain and wind out here the past week. So far, granted I haven't used them a whole lot, but it seems to hold up decent, and the water drained through them. So for 20 bucks, can't be too mad at that. Decent shot, but straight over the net. Well, I like that ball, so I'm gonna have to go find that. We're now switching to similar style ball. It's another Callaway, but this one, instead of a super fast, this is super soft. Has the obviously the neon color again, and that kind of matte sticky finish on it. So I'm assuming with the super soft compared to the super fast, this is going to play obviously softer, so I'm not going to get as much distance out of it, unfortunately. But until I go back there after this round, hopefully I can find that red one, and hopefully the R10 likes the orange color. Alright, 5th hole, par 4, 327. Questionable line there, 265 up and over this tree. I don't love that, but that's where it's putting us, so. Not exactly ideal switching balls mid-round, but I was actually hit decent if it clears that tree. 287, we'll take that. I didn't check the elevation, how much we were hitting up or down into that fairway, but either way, decent drive there. Creeping our way up slowly but surely towards that 300 mark. Generally, like you guys have seen me saying with this new old driver that I've been using, try to have a stock driver shot around 275 both here on course, but I'm thinking the more I get used to it, hopefully creep my way up towards that like I said, 300 number. But decent tee shot. Let's see if we can take advantage of it. We got 58 yards left. Gonna go 52 degree. There's a chance this goes up and over the net again. I don't know if I put enough on it. All right, I guess we're getting lucky. We're somewhat dialed in, fortunately, with the wedges so far. We've had some pretty good shots, and we'll take that birdie all day long. Grab some Gatorade before the 6th. Check the camera real quick. Luckily, for the sake of this video, the sun is setting quicker and quicker, but unfortunately that means less and less time to golf out here. But within the next probably 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes or so, that camera should be in the shade, so after that we don't have to worry too much about it. 6th hole, par 5, it's aiming us 266. We're basically hitting into a forest by the looks of it on this hole. Pretty interesting layout so far. We're going to aim right about there. We got a big dogleg right on the next shot. We're going to aim there. Hopefully turn this over a little bit to the left. Becoming more of a bigger and bigger fan of these Callaway balls. So like I mentioned, I'm probably going to end up, haven't pulled the trigger yet, but probably going to end up buying a case of them. That was hit decent, but it was low. Should come back left. Killed a little bit of distance because we didn't launch it super good, but 273 for somewhat of a miss hit. We'll take that. 339 left, so it's aiming us right there is 275. We got some room, so that's the line I'm going to take. I'm going to rip the 3 hybrid again, see if we can carry that bunker, cut the corner just a little bit. Caught it a little thin. Definitely wasn't 100%, but that's not too bad. It might be in the bunker. Go, 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 go. All right, we just carried it. 249 off the deck. We'll take that. All right, 94 yards left, up one, so we got 95. I'm gonna go pitching wedge. I'm gonna try in my head to play about a 100-yard shot here and just take a tad off of it. Caught it heavy, that's gonna be short. Caught the green though. It's funny, before coming out here, and like I mentioned, I haven't played in a couple days, but I saw one of those, not sure if it was on TikTok or whatnot, but basically a meme style video saying golf is all about, for amateurs like us, like me and most of you watching, it's basically just a game of telling the people that you're playing with how long it's been since you haven't played last. So basically just that it's just round by round saying excuses of how little you've played, and then for me, it goes both ways. It's excuses of I haven't played in a week, and then also when I play too much, it's excuses of I've been playing too much, so my swing won't be good, and kind of setting the round up expectations wise that way, which is kind of funny to think about. No matter if you play a lot or if you don't play enough, it's tough to find that sweet spot when you're trying to improve. But 7th hole par 4, 283 right there. See if we can keep it going with the driver. That was hit good again, but it was pushed right. Hopefully it comes back a little. Go! We just made it through those trees. I took a little bit off of it too. We got 279 out of it, even with catching that tree. Tough to tell. Obviously we didn't hit the base of a tree or a big branch. You kind of just caught the leaves. I'm not exactly sure how much that takes off, but either way, we got a decent look at it here. 124 left, down one, so we're at 123, and then 10% of that is going to be 12 to 13 yards, so we'll call it 13. 123, 133, 136. That's right around a full pitching wedge. Popped it up. That's gonna be short. Been having issues with that lately. I even, despite trying to remember to line the basically pitching wedge +3. That's not great. I try to line, as of late, lining up my pitching wedge 9 and 8 iron closer to the. I try to make it feel like it's towards the back of my stance. It's really not. It's really more towards the middle compared to have a habit. Probably more so bad than just a regular habit of lining everything up towards my front foot, which exaggerates the pop-up. But I've been having issues with my pitching wedge and 9 iron lately. Even despite lining it up a little bit back and further in my stance, I'm still popping them up and coming up short. Gotta, I think, stay down on it more, maybe. 8th hole, par 3. Alright, we got 143, so that's right in between a strong pitching wedge, soft 9. I'm going to go soft 9. I don't know if I put enough on it. It wasn't terrible. Came out a little right. Short right. Par 3s remain to be the scorecard killer, both here and on course. 17 yards left in the rough, so we'll call it another 2. We need 19 yards. Going 60 degree. It's not going to be too bad, but I popped that up more than I would have liked to. Not sure how much the cameras, man, 2 bogeys in a row. Not sure how much the camera's picking up, but here in New England, the leaves are starting to change colors a little bit. There's already a good amount of leaves. What I was saying about those hurricane-style conditions, a bunch of leaves back here in the net that the ball's probably going to start getting stuck into. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the R10 at all. You know, my tees are getting buried back there as well. Alright. That brings us, unfortunately, to 1 over. 9th hole here. See if we can finish out this front 9 with a decent score here. We're gonna aim right about there. Big dog leg right after this shot. So we're gonna aim here and hopefully have it turn over just a little bit to the left. Still getting used to lining the tee shot up in that top right corner over there because of the, obviously with the stationary mat, I can't move around as much as I used to be able to do on the mulch without having my feet hanging off the mat in one direction or the other. So still getting used to that a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. Didn't hit it super hard, but that should be decent. Started a little right, should come back a little bit for us. .279, we'll take that. Alright, this is not an easy second shot. Hopefully, barring an absolutely terrible shot, this water short right should be out of play, but the water and this pond lake looking thing in front of us is definitely in play. So where we're aiming, luckily there's no reduction in power because we caught the fairway, so we got 218 up to, which is 220. We got a bunch of room long. Problem is 220, usually 220, 230 is about a stock 5 hybrid off the deck, which I'm probably gonna hit. I'm debating hitting the 4 hybrid, but that's closer to a stock like 240, which would be way too much. But if I don't hit it great, that could be decent. So decisions. I guess there's a little bit of room in front of that bunker, so I'm gonna go 5 hybrid. We'll see. Try to put a little extra on this to make sure we get it there. Came out kind of low and right. Well, we got it there. It was actually long. There's our 230 number. Honestly, can't be too mad at that. With all that water, that was a tough shot. Came up 10 yards long, but it is what it is. So we got 18 back the other way. Down 1, so this is gonna roll out just a little bit when it hits. We're at 17, and then call it another 2. So we're at 19 yards or so, give or take a yard, because we're in the rough. We're gonna go 60 degree. Hit that off the toe. That might be long right. Alright, we'll take the par though. So I think that leaves us at +1 through 9, which isn't too bad, but 10th hole, onto the back 9, I'm gonna grab some Gatorade. Sun seems to be behind some clouds right now, so we're good. Knock on wood as of right now for the overheating. Alright. I don't love these trees here on the left to start it out, but that's kind of the line we need to take right there. So hopefully we started a little bit right. Get it up and over that tree and kind of bring it back up around as the tee breaks. Back up and around that corner a little bit. I have a list going. I wanted to mention I have a list going of some different ideas of some videos I can make, more challenge style videos. If you guys saw the random club challenge with the wheel that I had out here, for St. Andrews. I want to start doing a little more of those style videos just to mix up just regular simulator rounds with stuff like that here and there. So if you guys watched that and you enjoyed it, let me know. If you didn't, go check it out. And I would really appreciate if you guys have any other kind of ideas along those lines, let me know. And I may just incorporate one of those or a few of those, maybe even all those ideas if they're good. Pushed it right, hopefully it comes back, and it was low. Oh no. Well, we definitely caught those trees, but luckily it came up just short of that water. 184-yard drive isn't ideal, but now this is a tough second shot as well. It's aiming us there, so right there is 105 plus another 10 yards. We need 115 if we're laying up there, which is probably the move because there's a good amount of trees. It looks like there's a little bit of an opening there, but that's probably dumb. So we're gonna go right there. Need about 115. I'm gonna go pitching wedge. Started a little more left than I would have liked, but looks like we got it to work. Alright, actually probably gonna need that same exact shot again. Alright, 105 down 2, so we got 103. Going pitching wedge again, and try to just hit right around a 100-yard shot or so, see what happens. Oh, I hit that pretty thin and to the right. Hopefully that stays on the green. Is that gonna give us a generous +2? It is. We'll take that. I came out kind of hot. That's what I get for, like I was mentioning before, popping up my pitching wedge 9-iron. I try to bring it down a little bit, and then I bring into the equation the super low, thin skull shot, which goes 20 yards long, but I guess until I find a happy medium, it is what it is. Man, these layouts of these holes. This is another tough shot here. So, as you can see, we got a big old dogleg right with a bunch of stuff to go around. We got a bunch of trees here on the right first, then we have water, bunkers, and more trees after this. So we're aiming there. I guess I'm just gonna hit driver. There's a chance if we hit it long, we're in those trees on the left, but maybe just aim a little bit that way. Try to kind of hit up on this ball a little bit more than usual. Launch it a little bit higher up and over these trees, take a little bit of distance off of it. We'll see. I try not to get too cutesy with doing too much with these shots. Usually get myself into more trouble than it's worth versus just trying to hit a regular stock style shot, but definitely hit under it. Alright, that actually worked out pretty good. Wouldn't have been very happy with that on a normal looking tee shot, but for that layout, 256 hit underneath it. Definitely didn't get all of it, but we're in pretty A1 position here in the middle of the fairway. 351 left. It's aiming us 246. So, going 3 hybrid. That was actually hit decent, but it came out low and left. Looks like we got it just to work around those trees though. All right, For all you guys out there, when I mention my stock yardages with some of these hybrids, that's kind of what I mean. 260 off the deck. That still wasn't 100%. I was hit pretty good, but right around when I mentioned, sometimes, actually, I would say probably the majority of the times I don't even really get that close to it, but I'm capable of doing something like that, 260, even 270 off the deck. So if I know I can hit that, and I do sometimes, I kind of have to play towards that, because I can't, even if I'm not playing super well that day, say I have 240 or 250, and that's kind of in between a 4 and a 5, or the 4 and the 3 hybrid rather. If I know that I can hit it, if I do hit it on the off chance really good and it goes 270, I kind of have to play it towards that 260, 270 number, even if I know there's a decent chance it's not going to hit it. So, I don't know, kind of tough sometimes when your consistency isn't there, but you know you can hit certain clubs pretty far. Tough times, but 97 yards. I'm going to go pitching wedge again. Right around a 100-yard shot should do it. I don't know if that made any sense, but basically what I'm saying is, say for example your 6-iron, if you know when you hit your 6-iron good, it goes 190 like me, but usually you don't hit it that good, and say on average, although you know you can hit it 190, on average you only hit it about 175, 180 on a shot like that. You know that your average is going to be less than what you're capable of, but you kind of need to play the yardages towards what you know you can hit versus the average, at least in my opinion. That's kind of where the stock yardages, those numbers get a little tricky. I didn't hit that one super hard, but I didn't pop it up, so that should be decent. Oh, and it went in. Let's go. That works. 97-yard hole out. Eagle, second one on the channel. Let's go. Get a little fist pump for the camera. We'll take that. I'll attribute that to the camo shorts. If you guys don't get the joke, like I've been saying for probably 2 months now since I've been wearing these, I wear the camo shorts because we're out here hunting for birdies and eagles. So we successfully hunted for that one bird there. All right, 290. Feeling good after that chip-in eagle. See if we can smash this driver up there. Might have to rethink things. Playing decent with this super soft. Had an eagle with it and it's coming off the driver decent in the other clubs. Might have to, instead of buying a case of the super fasts or whatever that other one was, maybe buy maybe a case of each, or maybe go for the super softs here. That was kind of low and off the heel. That's going to be further left than I would have liked. Not too bad, but I think I was standing a hair too close to that ball. I want to try to have my alignment and my setup more towards the, if anything, hitting them more off the toe versus the heel. That one was a little bit too close. 133, down 2. So we're at 131, and then we'll call it another 14 yards because we're in the rough. So 141, 145. It's gonna be soft pitching wedge territory. We might get lucky, but that was a pretty bad swing. Definitely kept it low. Stay on the green. Stay on the green. Well, wasn't exactly an eagle, but we'll take the par. 13th hole, par 3. All right, 167. I'm not sure if I explained that club selection right last time. I think I might have said soft pitching wedge. I meant soft 9. I hit a choke down 9 there. Here, 167. That's between a 9 and an 8, but it's closer to an 8, so that's what I'm going to go. Usually on course, my 9 iron is about stock swing, which again gets a little hairy depending on how I'm swinging it and what I'm capable of, like I was talking about before. But usually on course, my 9 iron is about 155, 160, and then I play the 8 iron to about 170, 175. So 167 is closer to that. Definitely gotta carry it all that way, so need a decent shot here. Got a lot of water to get up and over. Caught it a tad heavy, but it was decent. Started left. Alright. Pulled it just a tad left, but good distance there. It's probably a good thing I caught it a little heavy with that club. If we caught that clean, that would have been towards the back of the green, if not off. 14th hole, par 4. Like I mentioned in other videos, I think this is the 3rd or 4th course that the YouTube user Handsome Devil has given me, and he did mention, he or she, I think it's a he, mentioned something along the lines of try these courses if you're up for the challenge, which it has been true. These definitely aren't the easiest layouts, as you guys can see so far with this course. Alright, 252 right there. I think I'm gonna grip and rip the driver and aim like right about there. Hopefully have it come back a little bit, but looks like there's some room up there. Turn this into a pretty short par 4, have a little wedge left. That was a little bit better, started right. Let's see if it comes back at all. It might just kind of stay straight, and it's kind of staying right, but at least it wasn't off the heel. 272. Did we luckily? Yeah, we made it through that bunker. I think I hit it into it and it rolled out, luckily. So 49 yards left, up 1, so we're at 50. Plus we'll call it another 5 or 6 because we're in the rough, so we need right around 55, 56. Gonna go 52 degree. Could go up and over the net again with this one, but came off a little left on the net. I didn't see where it landed. I was searching for this ball, but looks like it was a +2. That might have been a little long. Made the green though. 15th hole, par 3, 166 up 2, so gonna be 8 iron again. It's gonna be relatively straight, but that was pretty thin. Another par though. Alright, camera's still going strong. That's always the worst. It's happened a few times. It's under 5 times, but I would say maybe 3-4 times between the camera. One or two times the mic has gone out, but it is frustrating if that camera turns off and I'm kind of out here playing for no reason versus. Plus, I'm sure it's annoying on your end if you're watching a video and then the camera just cuts out and you only get half of the picture going forward. So we're gonna aim right here. We'll see, 290 right there. I don't know if we're gonna hit 290, but if we started a little right of the green like where we're aimed, have it come back a little bit to the left, we could get relatively close to this green here in one. Pulled it further left than I would have liked. Hopefully that gets over the water. That was again one of those low off the cliff face, off the heel. Grass is still kind of wet out here. All the clubs again filled with mud. All right. Not exactly where we want to be, but we got to look at it here. So we got 40 yards. We'll call it another 4 or 5 because we're in the rough. So 44, 45 yards here. I'm gonna go 52. Thinking I haven't hit my 56 yet. Haven't had anything around 25, 30, 35 yards yet. It's kind of rare. A little thinner than I would have liked, but stuck my arm into a bunch of prickers. I don't know what you guys call like the thorn bushes where you live. We call them prickers around here. Scratched up my arm. Hopefully it's not poison ivy on top of that. Alright, 2 holes left. We're 1 under. The eagle probably helped a lot. We're going to aim right here. See if we can actually get back to hitting a decent drive. Pushed it right again. That might have been one of the worst swings yet. That was pretty far right. Now we got a bunch of these trees to mess with. Hopefully we have a window. It looks like we just might. I'm gonna have to aim a little bit left to get around this tree. We're gonna have to go there, unfortunately. I think there's a chance we still catch this tree here in the kind of right in front towards the right. We shouldn't have an issue with that tree on the left unless I really pull one, but right there we've got 102 plus we'll call it another 10, 11, 12 yards or so. So 112, 113, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm gonna go pitching wedge. Hopefully we can scramble and make up for that not so hot drive. I don't think I put enough on it, especially if we catch those trees. I think we made it through there pretty clean too. I only needed a couple more yards. We would have been on the green, unfortunately. 14 yards left, going 60 degree. kind of thin left. That's going to be long left. Wow, and it went off the green. That's going to be a +3, I think. Double bogey, man. Falling apart here. How was that a double bogey? Did we get a penalty stroke in the trees? Maybe not. What were we? 1 in the trees, 2 short, 3 off the back. Oh yeah, and then 4, 5, 6. That's tough. Well, back into the +1 territory, and another not so easy layout again. So right there is 263. We got these trees to go over here on the left. I guess that's where I'm gonna aim and try to do a hit up on it a little bit and try to draw it. Last hole, I kind of want to hit driver. The smarter play would probably just be hit a hybrid or even a 3-wood or something up to the right and lay up right, but gotta risk it for the biscuit. That might be in those trees. I hit the mat first. Got it to work though. Alright. It's aiming us. Alright, well this is not what we're looking to do. This is a pretty tough hole location here for the 18th. We got 2 trees plus another puddle looking thing. It was having us aim 11 yards just in front of us, I guess, to have a clear shot for the next one, but we are not going to be doing that after that drive. We're going to aim, I think right about there is probably decent. That's 67 yards right there, down 1, so we need 66. I'm going to go 52 degree. Again, chance this goes up and over the net, but I got to go back there anyways, so. Popped it up to the left. Hopefully it gets there. I think it's going to be short. Don't tell me we have to mess with this tree now. Yep, we're right behind it. So this is just going to knock off the tree. Well, we are to the right side. Can I aim over here? Maybe? I mean, I guess if it goes off the tree, it goes off the tree anyway, so I'm going to aim right there, 15 yards. Just going to hit my 60. There's a pretty high chance it just hits off the base of the tree and bounces that way anyways, so. Not exactly how we wanted to finish this here. Yep, right off the tree. Alright, let's try that again. Gonna be another ugly score here. +1. Oh no, how is that a penalty? So this is just gonna make us do it again? How do we get a penalty stroke right by the green? This is where I mentioned sometimes Garmin's generous, sometimes it's not, and it usually evens out. This is where it gets a little frustrating. I'm right behind the tree, 10 yards from the green, and it gave us a penalty stroke, and it's likely going to do it again. Alright, that time it didn't. Not sure why it did the first time. That went 1 yard. Are we clear now? Or are we still behind the stupid tree? I think we're still behind the tree, but we might have a look. So I'm gonna go there. I still might hit it, but hey, we made it on the green. It's gonna be like a quad. Maybe worse. +4, yikes. Well, that's one way to finish it. That brings us up to +5, unfortunately, but that was a pretty tricky course. So, again, forgive me when I butcher this name. From True de Deuce and Meritus, this is the Isle of Auxiliary Cerfs Golf Club. Again, courtesy of Handsome Devil, shout out to you, I appreciate the request. We ended up with a +577. So, the front wasn't too bad, and the back actually wasn't too bad either until those last two holes, unfortunately. The last hole really killed us, obviously, with that +4, but we went 38 on the front, 39 on the back. We started off pretty good, actually. We had 4 pars in a row, then we went birdie par, bogey, bogey, par. And then the back started off with a bogey, and then we had that eagle on 11, which was pretty cool, that chip in. Then we had 4 pars in a row, a birdie, double bogey, and then a quad, which is tough. But 7 out of 14 fairways, we'll take that. That's right at 50%. And then same thing with greens and regulation, 9 out of 18, right at 50%. Those are the minimum numbers we're trying to aim for. We want to be ideally closer and closer to 75% on those. And then the putts is actually pretty good. That's about 1.5 putts. And that's obviously due to, we had a bunch of +1s luckily with the chip shots. And then that chip in helped for that eagle. That brought some of the putts down. Obviously there's no putting here, so that's all that has to do with the chip shots. But 27, and I mean, for that style course, that was pretty difficult. Some of those holes were real difficult. We got lucky on some of them, so we could have ended up with a lot more of an ugly score there. So +5, kept it in the 70s, we'll take that. Again, if you guys are watching this, let me know in the comments. There's a very high chance, if there is a golf course in your area or that you've heard of, if you have played it or have heard of it, there's a very high chance it's on Garmin. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me play something anywhere from your local municipal up to a world famous course like Augusta or St. Andrews or something. Preferably something I haven't played yet, but if you guys request it, I'll play it again. So I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even share the video with a friend that you think might enjoy it. And I'll see you guys at the next course.